Shaddick is on the other side of the bridge. She's in Westminster with Scout volunteers who are supporting people in the queue at Victoria Tower Gardens. How are they feeling there, Lorna?
Morning, Kate. Well, yes, as you can see, the sun's come up here in Victoria Tower Gardens and thousands of people are snaking their way through slowly over to the Palace of Westminster to pay their respects. And there are lots of people in yellow tabards. And as you say, many of those are being worn by Scout volunteers. And Evie is one of them. She joins me now. Evie, just tell me why you wanted to take part in this and what your duties are today.
One of my duties is to keep the public happy and their spirits up, as they have been waiting a very long time. And they're here to pay their respects, and so am I, and that's my job today.
Absolutely. And yeah, why is it so important as a scout to do this duty?
Our promise was to do our duty to the Queen, and me being in here today, it allows me to pay my respects to her and do that duty that I did promise her.
And have you had any weird and wonderful things that you've seen in the queue?
I have not, but other volunteers have had many weird stories.
I can imagine. We've certainly heard that some people have been trying to smuggle their dogs in under their jackets. Some of the scouting volunteers have told us about that as well. But let's move over here now, because as we carry on through the queue, this is quite a key part of the scouting duties. You can see it's going on here. People are not allowed to take their food or drink into Westminster Hall. So the Scouts have set up something of a food bank here. This is people's opportunity to get rid of any unwanted bottles of water, sandwiches, crisps, etc. And the Scouts are going to make sure that those aren't wasted and they go to a good home. And Callum is one of the volunteers who's taking part in that. Callum, just tell us about what people are doing here.
So people can't take in any of the food or water or drinks into the palace. So we have set up a food bank with a local food bank in Westminster for any sealed, non-perishable items. They can pop in here, we'll donate them to the food bank. And a lot of people have just been absolutely generous, sort of popping loads of stuff in and sort of helping us out.
And you've been doing this for a few days now, haven't you? Just tell us about some of the experiences you've had. You've met some really interesting people, haven't you?
Yes, I have. So one lady that has really been helping me out was over in the accessibility queue over at Tate Britain. She was struggling to stand. We grabbed her a wheelchair, and as we calmed her down and were having a talk with her, she said she was an ex-Girl Guide leader, which we work closely with. And she was saying to us that the Scouts are never thinking about themselves. They're always thinking about other people. They're always smiling. They're always happy. And she started to shed a little tear, which made me slightly emotional. But it felt good to finally be able to fulfil our duty for one last time, to be able to get people to go see Her Majesty, as she obviously was a patron for Scouts as well. But it made me definitely emotional chatting to the lady.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much indeed, Callum. And you're all doing a wonderful job here, as you can see. Lots and lots of people still coming through. And the Scouts are going to be here right until the end on Monday morning.
Lorna, thank you. I think that moment, because of all, I was a cub, I didn't become a scout, but you you swear your oath to the God and to the Queen. And as they're all saying there, that's what they swore when they were sworn in as Scouts and Venture Scouts. I bet they never thought, actually, this would be the way they could honour it. What a wonderful thing for them to be able to do.
A wonderful moment. Yeah, it's a full circle moment there, isn't it, for them? Well, look, still to come.